Bama gang. Cause we always hit the nail on the head. So check this out, my Miami Hurricane fans. My college football fans in general. College football playoffs rankings. Now, it's been some changes. You know, Miami was at number 10. We lost to North Carolina. We're trying to get past that, so it is what it is. Let's jump straight into it. Miami, we're going to start off with Miami because I know a lot of you guys clicked on the video to hear about Miami. Not the rest of the teams on the college football playoff, whatever. It is what it is. So let's talk about Miami first, and then we can get to the rest of this playoffs, what I think going to happen, the plot twist, the setup. They trying to do it. I see it. Hopefully y'all see it too. If you don't see it, I'm going to explain. And then tell me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm right. It is what it is. Get down in that comment section. Hit that like button too. Hit that like button, man. A lot of y'all been watching the videos, but y'all ain't been hitting the like button. Hit that like button for me. I really appreciate it. Love y'all. Let's jump into it. Number 1 through 5 stays the same. It stays the same. So, but anyways, Miami dropped down to 18. Now, Miami lost to North Carolina. North Carolina jumped up to number 15. So, not that big of a jump for them. They only went up 2 spots. I mean, they lost and went up 2 spots, so it ain't no big deal. You know, they lost to Notre Dame, went by 14, and then they went up 2 spots. They beat Miami by damn near a zillion points and only go up 2 spots. So this college football committee, I don't know what's going on with them. I don't know how they evaluate these things. They're a mystery to me. But one thing for certain, that ain't a mystery. They trying to set it up, and I'm going to say this again. They trying to put the Big 12 into the playoffs so they can have some representation. Y'all don't believe it? Let me show it to you. You got Iowa State sitting at number 6. Oh, courtesy to the Florida Gators. Courtesy to the Florida Gators. I did not know that Florida Gators, Miko Wilson was the backup quarterback until this weekend. I found out that he's pretty good with the ball or the shoe. He could throw it 20 yards. I'm pretty sure Dan Mullen didn't know he had a backup quarterback out there in Miko Wilson, but that ain't the point. Florida lost 37, I think 34, because of that incident. They had their last chance to tie the game, missed the field goal, and the cookie crumbled for Florida. They dropped now from number 6 to number 7. They didn't drop too far. They dropped 1 spot. But that put Iowa State in position now. And also, with Miami losing, you know, Oklahoma was sitting at number 11. They move up a spot to number 10. Big 12 championship. Iowa State, Oklahoma. Iowa State win that game. Iowa State will be in the college football playoffs. Mark my words. Don't believe me, tell me I'm crazy. That comment section is open. Anybody that don't agree with what I'm saying, when I'm done with this video, you let me know. Don't jump to conclusion yet, because they're not guaranteed. Now, you got number 1 Alabama versus the Florida Gators, SEC championship game. So now, I'm going to say this. Alabama wins this game. Alabama stays at number 1. Florida is out the picture for the playoffs. Get them out of there. They're done. Then you have the biggest game to be watched. This one is going to be the determining factor for the playoffs. You got number 2 Notre Dame sitting at 10-0, who's already beaten Clemson this season. But keep it in mind, that was without Trevor Lawrence and a couple key players. So Clemson versus Notre Dame for the rematch. Trevor Lawrence is healthy as of right now. They don't have any COVID issues as of right now. None that we know of, at least. Same goes for Notre Dame. None that we know of, at least. Nothing coming out yet. And I'm pretty sure we won't find out until the day of the game or the day before the game. It is what it is. So that game will be the determining factor of all of this. Clemson blows out Notre Dame. Clemson will get in at number 2. If Clemson lose to Notre Dame, this is going to be the question. How bad did they lose and how far do you drop them? I think if Clemson loses to Notre Dame, Clemson is out of the playoff picture completely. Totally gone. They're done. They'll have 2 losses. They're done. Notre Dame lose. Now this is going to be the question. Do Notre Dame deserve to stay in the playoff picture? The Clemson beat them close. They might actually drop to maybe number 4. Maybe. Who knows? But if Clemson beat them convincingly, they might drop out of the playoff picture completely. It is what it is. If Notre Dame beat Clemson, Clemson is out. So either way, one of those teams might be out. I think if Clemson beat Notre Dame, then Notre Dame probably will drop to number 5 or something. So they'll be out of the picture. We'll have one team to represent the ACC, whether it be in Clemson or Notre Dame. Ohio State, I do not believe will lose their conference championship game. It is what it is. I don't think they'll lose. I think Ohio State gets it done and stays in the playoffs, whether it be number 4 or number 3. They might move up to number 3. Plot twist. You got Texas A&M sitting outside of the playoffs. Their only loss this season, Alabama, the number 1 team in the country. They're sitting there hoping and praying for scenarios to happen. Move on from them. Iowa State, number 6, versus Oklahoma at number 10. This is the determining factor for Iowa State's season. If Iowa State goes out and beat Oklahoma, they will be in the playoffs. See, what the playoff committee is trying to do, and I've caught on to it, they're not even being sneaky about it. I've been telling you guys this. If you've been watching my videos, then you know it. They're trying to get the Big 12 in there with some kind of representation. Now, the only way to stop this from happening is if Oklahoma goes out there and beat Iowa State. It's possible. They're both sitting on 2 losses. This would be a major win for the Big 12 and Iowa State if they get it done. They will be getting representation in that playoffs. If you've been watching the rankings and watching how Iowa State has been climbing up, then you'll understand. Then you'll see what I'm talking about. I think this playoff committee wants somebody from each conference to be represented, given the fact of all this COVID-19 and how hard it is for a conference to even play or to even try to get college football going this season. I think that's what they're doing. I might be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. And I think teams that's going to get left out, Cincinnati. I think the best that Cincinnati could do, win their conference, play in the New Year's Six Bowl. I think that's it. Florida's sitting at number 7. They're going to get left out. Unless, I don't even think if Florida beats, Alabama, they're going to get in. I don't think they're going to beat Alabama at all. It's tough. If they play Alabama in a close game, then Alabama, I still think Alabama would get in, probably at the number 4 seed. This would throw a ripple into everything I just said. This will undo everything with the Iowa State and everything. This will be one big mess. Florida has the keys and abilities to mess up everything, to give the committee a tough task ahead, a tough task to even pick who's going to be in the top 4 if Florida was to throw that shoe in there. Anyways, man, Georgia's sitting out. They're not playing nobody. They're sitting at number 8. They're going to a New Year 6. Maybe if they I don't know. I don't know about that one. I think they might. Yeah, they might go to a New Year's Six Bowl. I don't know how that one's gonna run out. Teams that's not getting in. Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina had a great season, undefeated. Probably will finish the season undefeated. Probably get into a a New Year Bowl or something close to it. I do think they'll get their first loss once they play, you know, a Division I team. I must say that. I think, you know, Coastal Carolina season will be abruptly ended in the bowl game. It is what it is. They're undefeatedness. Then you got USC. They're sitting undefeated, but they haven't played much games, so I don't think they'll get up into the playoffs with a championship, SEC champ, not Pac-12 championship. I don't think they'll get in there. So we're gonna keep an eye on this, man. Like I said, college football playoffs. A lot could happen. A lot of things could happen. Florida Gators, y'all are the factor in this. Y'all the biggest factor in this. Y'all beat Alabama, the sky's the limit. I don't think y'all will beat nobody. Y'all could throw a shoe in that. I think that's pretty much it, man. We covered everything. Like, share, subscribe if you're new, and I'm out.